Right, he's
All right.
working on it.
Do you hear audio now? Yay or nay?
83 Jeep said you were
Is there
muted.
maybe audio?
There we
Hello?
go.
There we go.
All right.
All right. That's good. We're getting it. It's okay. Yeah, because we did.
Happy Good Friday.
Did some
TGIF.
changes. Yes, TGIF. I cannot believe another week has gone by, and it's good. It's Friday, and we're gonna have the weekend just kind of decompress and relax.
You're going to decompress. I will be
We're not
running
decompressing
around
at all.
doing
There is no decompression. No, there's
Easter. We're doing Easter.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is the audio, guys? Can you hear us? Do we sound okay? Once again, it's new mics, new ears in, and
I don't know if I like this.
kind of hear you
This
or
stuff.
hear
Are
us.
we really going to have these? Like
Well,
this?
when we have people on the show, we need to just test it out and see how it works. Like when we had Shannon on, you can actually hear.
I know. I'm not a fan of this thing inside my ear like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll put like the big.
I don't like those.
You don't like those either. What
No.
would you like?
I like my AirPods.
You want AirPods?
I mean, I like the AirPods. They fit in my
How
ears.
about
but
these little ones like that?
No,
Would that work?
No, those big things. That's what's in here. That's just.
No. This is really little.
But okay. This is your thing. They're saying it's a little echo, a little scratchy.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, audio would be better if it wasn't on Linux. LOL. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
exactly.
Wayne Rand said audio is good,
Audio is
but
good.
it sounds very choppy.
Choppy.
Mhm.
Really?
Robbie Giglio said very choppy.
Really? Choppy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you know what? I'm gonna turn your mic off completely. So you're off. So you don't have to say anything. So let me know. Am I choppy when I'm speaking to you guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I sounding choppy? Yes or no? What does it say?
Now it sounds normal.
Normal. All right. So hold on. I'm gonna turn me off, and I'm gonna turn.
And how do I sound, guys? Do I sound okay? Do I sound choppy?
All right. What do we got?
See, it said I sounded choppy. Someone, or Jim said junk.
Junk. I like it. All right. Junk.
Oh, Lord. And now there's no sound.
Yeah, there should be sound now. So hang in there, guys. All right.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Under the sea. All right, let's see. And I'm rolling. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right. All right, guys. So, that should be better. It's just going to be one mic instead of the lavs. Because there must be like something going on with the two lavs being on simultaneously. So,
Can I take this off?
if you want to hear nothing, you
Oh,
can,
I have
you
to
can
keep
take
it on?
off. Yeah. So, how does it sound? Can you hear us now? Do you hear
Very
us?
choppy still.
It's choppy?
Yep.
How is it choppy? I don't get it. I
Dude,
don't
this is your thing. I don't know.
hear choppy. But hold on.
Worse.
Worse.
Jim said worse. Mark said bad. Choppy.
All right,
so.
let's see. All right, so how about that
Yeah.
mic? How about that mic? Is that mic better?
Hello.
Hello.
Choppy and quiet.
Choppy and quiet.
Oh, wait. Now is good.
Good?
Yes, good.
All right,
That's
so that
better.
must be
Much
mic.
better.
All right, so that must be
Okay.
mic 2. All right, so hang in there.
Thanks, guys.
That's okay. We will get it. So, all right. So now that we at least have some audio going on, that's good. That's a plus. I like it. I don't know what's going on with the second channel, but we'll have to figure out why that is doing what it's doing. I just set it up just, I think it was yesterday. So got to do some seeing what is going on. Anyways, guys, so I didn't have a lot of videos go out this week, sadly. I did the videos, but as I was telling you guys the other night, I was going to bring on a editor, right? Someone to help me out with some of the edits so I can start producing more. Well, when you do that, I have to put a lot in the can to kind of give it to them so that they can go live with it or actually send them to me completed. So that's kind of what ended up happening. I have a couple in the can for you guys for on Monday. I might even launch one this weekend just because I didn't do as many as I normally do per week. But once we get everything all ironed out, I should be able to do like almost a video a day going forward, maybe even more. So I'm excited about that. Just, I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot to say, even though people don't care, but I like to say it anyway. So, yeah.
I'm going to give some shout outs.
You do the shout outs.
Because
do
you,
it.
in this audio, official choppy voice, purple hair, new system, bug super chat. Hello, everyone.
Thanks you so
Shannon.
much. Thanks, Shannon. Appreciate that.
That's awesome. Sarah said, Happy Easter, Good Friday. It's Saturday here in New Zealand.
Oh.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you
Happy
too.
Easter.
Let me backtrack. Jim, Real Nikon Lover is here. George Ordway, Michael Hari, Ricky Joe, Colin, Travis Hockenberry, Dutch Linux, there you are.
How you doing?
Fish on Skin Wild. Did I say that right?
Did you?
I think so. Wayne. Kevin, how are you? Let me see who else is here. Mike Lee.
We got a bunch of people in there
Mike
tonight.
Lee said maybe you should upgrade to Starlink.
Yeah.
Ha! 83 Jeep, how's it going? Travis Hockenberry. Mark, how are you doing? And Robbie is here as well on demand. Let's see who else. There's a lot of people on here tonight.
Yeah,
Fragile, how
like
are
to see
you
it.
doing? Rick BR, no one.
Ricky R. No one.
Piney Woods, how are you tonight? I hope everybody had a good week. Jay Goodmunder, how is it going? David Vaughn Thorne, I'm glad you guys are here tonight. I told you I didn't think a lot of people were going to be here because it's Easter weekend,
Yeah.
it's Good Friday and stuff, but we're going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to try to just be on for like 45 minutes to an hour tops.
Yeah, make it short. There's a lot of people have family down, family over, and whatnot. So I get it. I get it. So we'll just kind of hang out with you guys for a little bit. There was some interesting stuff that went on. Number one, I did one video talking about SpaceX, Starlink, or China. And, Carr over there was saying, listen, the EU needs to make a decision. Either go with Elon Musk with SpaceX, Starlink, or they're going to go with the CCP or the Chinese Communist Party and use their satellites. And people just got very upset with me on that one, because they felt like I was kind of like downing the EU. And I mean, I have family, like I'm first generation American. I got family in the EU, right? In multiple countries in the EU. So I'm not downing the EU, but they've had their problems like we have in the US. And I feel like some of them are getting to be even worse than before, which is really bad. But yeah, the question is, are you going to go with the Chinese or are you going to go with, SpaceX, Starlink? And the thing is, they are, I think a lot of people are blinded with the whole Elon Musk thing, that people just decide, they make decisions based on, emotion instead of based on what is the best for them, right? I don't like Elon Musk, so I won't, buy a Tesla. I don't like Elon Musk, so I won't use SpaceX, Starlink. I mean, I really don't care if I like the guy or not. If it's the best for our family, I'm going to use it. That's just simply it. But anyway, so that was one of them. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And
I have questions too.
okay, we'll get into the questions. The other thing that was that I talked about was SpaceX and how they were paying. They actually paid people to hack SpaceX Starlink, up to like $20,000 per hack. And I think they got about 74 or 79 or something hacks, some really small ones to some pretty major ones. And I talked about that in a video too. That was really interesting to me because the guy that did the hack, he was from overseas, but he actually did it instead of just through software, he did it through hardware. So I'm not going to get into how he did it, but the idea is kind of fooling the system by, let's say, going to a certain circuit and turning it on and off, on and off, on and off, and kind of glitching it, let's say, glitching the system. And it worked. And he ended up hacking SpaceX Starlink's terminals. And he gave it out freely for everyone, and they gave him a bunch of chunk of money for it, and they fixed it. So, and that's why I was talking about how SpaceX Starlink is the hardest internet out there, because they're constantly being hacked. And as of today, they haven't truly been taken down, not even once. And that's with the Ukraine, right? The whole war going on there. They're talking about Russia hacking at them, China hacking at them. And it's not like hacking like once a week or once a day. It's continuous.
Yeah,
it is continuous, nonstop. Anyways, let's get into some questions.
I have a few.
All right, let's do it.
I think. Did you get that? Ricky Joe said, are you going to read that article I emailed you earlier today?
Was the article about the AT&T? Is that the one that you were talking about? The FirstNet AT&T article?
Oh, look at the date. When did it come through this morning?
This is from the 17th.
Yeah, yesterday.
Is that the one, Ricky Joe? Yeah, she said yeah.
Yeah.
Or he said yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Got
So,
it.
let me see here. What is this one? This is AT&T planning FirstNet direct-to-cell tests this year. Yeah, I was reading. I read a little bit about this. It says the carrier being AT&T, and AST Space Mobile got approval to run a test on the satellite providers, the Bluebird units. The problem with that is that AST, Space Mobile's satellites aren't even close to what SpaceX Starlink has. So it would be like the equivalent to, I don't know. It would be better, obviously, than Apple's garbage over there with, what is it, Global Star, whatever the hell they have. That's just, they're junk, sitting there in Geo. But, AST obviously is going to be a better provider, but I mean, I don't know. It's almost like these providers are saying, we want to go with something other than Elon Musk, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. We just want to go with that. And I feel like AT&T is doing that. They're like just trying their best to use something that's not Elon. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to read through it. If it's something that warrants, I'll talk about it in a video coming up next week.
Okay. No one. Are you going to talk about Jeff's spaceship?
Jeff's spaceship. Are you talking about Bezos over there?
I guess.
And how it didn't launch, and how it was on for 3 hours waiting for it to launch, and it didn't launch, maybe. Yeah, we haven't heard anything. I don't know what the new date is on that. I'm going to keep my my ears to the ground and see. But if and when the ULA actually launches Jeff's rocket and puts those 27 satellites into orbit, I'll be there for it to cover it. But as of right now, I don't know when that's going to happen. So we will see. Okay, we will see.
Janoki with the clown faces. I like it. Okay. Dutch Linux said fab. Dutch is very busy with Pipe Dream to fix Joe's audio problems. LOL.
Yes, please. Yes, do it. Do it. Absolutely.
Hillbilly in the Asia found a 45-story building. The rebar and concrete is falling due bad quality. China refused to anti-corrosive to the rebar, so it rusted now.
God.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. That was a video that I did. I played how they launched a rocket and it literally landed in the backyard of people, like literally on the side of a mountain, like not that far from people. And people are running. And it reminded me back in the 80s with Godzilla and, all, and you see them, they're like running, they're like, Gaia, and they're like running down the road, And it makes me just chuckle on how bad it is. And people really think that they're just so advanced, and they're not. Remember, everything that they do is a copycat of what we do. That's just how they work. And the thing with it is that it's just never as good. And they just constantly try until finally, every once in a while they'll get something to work. But a lot of times they just blow shit up. And the thing is they don't care about it. So, if they land a rocket in your backyard and kill some people on the block, they really don't care. Like, oh, I'm sorry, that you guys are dead. We're launching another one tomorrow, so just be careful. If you see one coming, run, just like you were doing. So yeah, I had a video playing on that. It's just comical. It's sad, but it's comical at the same time, because here we have to worry about fern and like a small fish, and if a rocket blows up, it's like, oh God.
That's my fish impression.
That's your fish? I appreciate that. And now the Bahamians are saying that no, we don't want Elon Musk to land.
I was going to say the next question was from Fragile. What's going on with Bahamas?
Well, there you go. See that?
You're just
I'm just listening. Right?
Before you get into it, though, let's give a shout out. Thank you, Shannon.
Shannon!
He just gifted 10 memberships. So if you received a membership from Shannon, please give a shout out, a happy Easter shout out.
Thank you, Shannon.
James, Joe, Suzu, Sol, Jeff, Vincent, Lincoln, Sonny, and Thomas.
Thank you so much, Shannon. Really appreciate you, as always.
And Raid's Nest. Sorry.
And Raid's Nest. Got to get the last one in there. Anyways,
Bahamas.
the folks over there in the Bahamas just absolutely loved that Elon landed a rocket, and they were saying, oh, this is going to be great. It's going to be great for tourism. We absolutely love Elon. I think it's the best thing ever. And, we're going to get an extra 1 million people here, let's say per year or whatever. And now all of a sudden the Bahamian government said, no, we don't want you to come here anymore. We don't want you to land. We have to do a some type of eco study, let's say, to see what the environmental impact was from the rocket. The thing is the rocket. What makes no sense, guys, is that their problem is due to Starship blowing up overhead, not due to Falcon 9s landing in their backyard. Because the Falcon 9s landing on a drone ship off the coast of the Bahamas doesn't affect anything when it comes to eco-nothing. But when Starship blows up overhead, it does. But they're making it into like being some type of Falcon 9 issue, and they're not going to allow any of these 27 or I don't know how many, a whole bunch of Falcon 9 landings there this year. So it's just, people just always speak out of both sides of their mouth, and it gets to be stupid. There is a lot of that, right? I just don't get it. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll change their tune, when they see, they're like, oh wow, we got a lot of revenue from that last one. Let's go ahead and let them land, because it's all about money. They don't care about the fish. Okay, just stop with the damn fish. They don't care. They worry about the money, and that is it. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Dutch said Europe is not doing either.
They're not doing what?
Kevin Thiel has bananas going on.
Lots of bananas. Love that.
Yes. Note, he meant Europe is not the same as the EU.
Yeah, I guess yeah.
Concept design. The reason Elon and Doge are being attacked is insanity on stage. Nuts hurts all the wrong people. And Dutch said, Joe, I need to know which functions are a must in Pipe Dream so I can make sure I have those in there.
Yeah, so the problem that Pipewire has is that it will take the audio input from an analog to digital converter and split it from stereo to mono. But when it pulls the left and right channel off, one channel is working and the other channel is either not, or the other channel is doing what you just heard, a hiccuping type of thing. And it has to do with pipe wire, and it's something that they need to fix. It's a low-level problem, and if you can fix it, through what you're writing, then we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. But that's the problem. It just doesn't want to split the audio channels properly. In short.
Okay. Concept design. Elon saves stranded astronauts. Nada. Bezos flies a kite with a few ladies for 10 minutes and saved the world.
Pause on that.
I'm pausing.
Pause on that.
Pause.
Let me see. Let me go here. These are the few ladies are we talking about, I think.
1, 2, 3, take a space! Woo! Mind you, look. Here's okay, Flynn up there. Flynn, I got you. I got you, Flynn. Oh, the moon! You guys, I don't have to tell you, look at the moon. Look. Okay.
But they just want to go right.
Look at the moon.
I can't.
Oh my gosh. So much. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's amazing.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
Just,
so
I know. Katie's face says it all right
Only 1
there.
minute long, guys.
So, Katie, I'll jump to you for a comment. You holding up that daisy. I know you got to tell me outside the capsule how important that was, not only because it's your daughter's name, but everything that it encompasses for you. And I would love for you to share it with the
women that
audience.
make me cringe.
I don't know if I can cry anymore. Daisies, sometimes people consider daisies weeds
why I
because they
hang
grow
out with guys
everywhere
more.
and through everything, and
I
they
get
show
along more
up
with the guys. I can't.
in so many different places.
All
But
right, I can't
daisies
do it
are
anymore.
just
All right, guys.
so resilient.
So,
So
what do I think about that? What do you
cheeseball.
guys think about
It's
that?
yes, Don. It's so cringy. It's so ugh.
I just can't.
Oh
I
wow!
just,
Everybody has a the chat. is lit.
I just don't. I don't. I just. Okay. So it would be. So this. The whole thing is this. Okay. I don't. I mean, this is my take on it. To even remotely say that you're an astronaut because you went on the cusp. Number one is asinine. It's almost like if I was to get onto an American Airlines flight from Miami to New York, and when I got to New York, I said I was a pilot. No, they are not astronauts, okay? They basically learned, okay, how to get in and out of the craft. That's it. They were guests on a flight that was, I would say, a roller coaster ride that could have the potential of death, like most roller coaster rides run by crackheads that are smoking dope while they're holding that lever down. But that's it, okay? They're not astronauts. And the drama is just putrid. I mean, you can just puke from it. It's just so sad. And I think what it is like the majority of the people that are in the space community, they understand it. They look at it. They're like, these people are just insane. They are just so stupid. It's just you know, to say stuff like that, what it does is it minimizes the true astronauts, you know? Like, you know.
And they make women look even stupider.
Yeah, just like dumb.
God.
And I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Like, oh
Anyways,
my God. Like,
so what do you guys think? In the chat, tell us all about it.
I can't.
Tell us all about it.
It is fake, Rob. It is. It's so fake. It's just blah.
You know what? Let me. While you guys are writing in there, I want to play one. I want to play something here.
Well,
you do you. This is so. Let's just listen to just a couple of minutes of this because this is a take actually from I think Australia. So hang in there. Let me see. Here.
Female Blue Origin space crew with celebrities including Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez and Gayle King has been hilariously mocked after it returned to Earth following an 11-minute trip into the Earth's atmosphere. Katy Perry jumped out of the aircraft and kissed the ground in a painfully cringe moment that has been roasted online.
Katie!
Woo! This commentator said, "Cool story. She got to ride in a rocket with other women. Did any of them actually pilot it? No. Basically, this was a glorified carnival ride." The pop star then dug herself into a deeper hole of cringe with her post-flight interview.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space.
Not just.
It's the training. It's the
training.
team. It's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the, different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then
All right. So, yeah, guys, tell us all about it. What do you think?
Well, I would like to read some of the stuff.
Go right ahead.
Talking forever.
Sorry. I just can't. You look at this stuff and it is the most unbelievable cringe nonsense.
It's like watching a B movie with a $10 budget.
It's
Dutch
just-
said,
Yeah.
standing mannequin face to dirt. Hillbilly in Asia, Blue Origin, LOL, see the video and picture where the show a dummy person with a fake hand in the spacecraft. No one. They opened the door early first. Also, how is a flower the same?
Yeah, they actually did, guys. They opened the door early and they're like, oh, shit. Go close the door. She has to open it. And the guy goes, like, a crew, it's like, oh, let's close it. And then they all back up, and then all of a sudden she opens it. Hello, we're here.
Dronoki said, no more of those fake astronauts. I'm eating here. Concept design. Media lost their sense of real entertainer. It's all pulled curtain, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Bezos is chasing Elon's genuine stardom.
Yeah.
Holy cow, Katy Perry was in a spacecraft. Why couldn't it be at my place, Ricky Joe? That's funny. Kevin Thiel, I drive a car, so I guess I'm a race car driver now. I am, that's for sure.
Hey, guys, I actually drove a NASCAR, all right? My wonderful wife got me this NASCAR experience, and I got to drive in a NASCAR at 150, 60 miles per hour around a track. There was problems with my comms, but we won't get into that. But the thing is when I was done with this, and I went around the track like I don't know how many times at 160 miles per hour, did I all of a sudden become a NASCAR driver? No.
No, Ann, I asked her, I'm like, do you want to do it again?
And I'm like, no, I don't. But it was cool. But for one time, but I'm not a NASCAR driver.
Yeah.
But it was cool as hell. But I wouldn't even dream of speaking such a thing. It's just sad. It's just sad. And there's so many people who just lap it up. Like if it's real, it's just so, and just the tears welling and
Yeah. So Shannon, thank you for the super chat. Shannon said, so inspiring. Hey Fab, what is your point of view as a woman?
Yeah.
Well, I think it was so cringe. And when you're like embarrassed for someone and you're like a turtle and you want to put your head inside your chest, that's what my point of view was. If I had the opportunity to go right up there, I would just be like that wouldn't be me. I'd be talking about the people that actually build this stuff and how amazing it is that we have this technology and that everyone should, if they were able to have the money to go up there and take a ride. But I most certainly wouldn't act like a buffoon like that. Like that is so cheeseball and just so
There you go, cheeseball.
And it does. I don't care what they say. That it just makes women look so stupid and dumb and and it's not me.
And there's I can't.
It's just bad.
Anyways, yeah. So, if you have any more cringy videos you'd like us to watch at any time, you let us know. Put them in the chat. I will throw them on so we can actually watch the cringe.
Sarah said, did 6 women open their hatch all at the same time?
They probably all had their hand on it when it was opening. I don't know.
Oh my God. It was a snatch and a hatch.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Oh my God, that is funny. No more fake carnival ride, and they make space flight look like a joke. They do.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
And Pineywood said, you have to let them fantasize.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. But, what happens is the media, mainstream media just runs with it.
I was going to say, the problem is that nowadays no one can say, it's just such bullshit. It's just shit.
And then the media feeds the beast.
Yeah, because the media, old school media, would report a story and dig into a real story, but now it's all propaganda. Yeah. So that's all they're doing. It's just bullshit. And then the sad part to me, though, are people that literally sit there and salivate, take it all in.
They're like,
oh my God, yeah. It's like, Wake up.
Yeah, it is definitely not. It is definitely not. But you know what?
Yeah.
If that does it for you, it's just sad because, like I said, it's
buffoonery.
The true astronauts out there, when they look at this, it's just like a slap in the face. It's just stop already. Just stop.
Well, they look like retards. That's all.
All of the training they did, how to open a hatch. That's how to get in and out of the craft. That was the training that they got. All right, and that was it.
Wow.
They were on a ride. They were on a massive roller coaster ride. There you go.
Right.
That's basically
and
it.
so that's how you should.
And it was probably safer than the roller coaster rides we get here at the state fair.
Are you kidding me?
Those things are just dangerous. They just they whip you
We've been
around.
stuck up there.
Bolts start flying off, and people are just shooting off the damn thing. They're in the hospital.
For real.
These people are like safe and sound up there.
Yeah.
So,
moving on from that.
hey, you know what? Look at it this way. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, right, can get Katy Perry into the cusp of space, but he still has not been able to put a satellite of his own into space, right? 0 satellites per Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin for his Project Kuiper. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They're still trying with the ULA, and I hope ULA goes through because I would like to report on it. I would like to watch it with you guys. But the last time I was here for 3 hours, and then it was a poop burger. That was it.
Okay, so Mike Lee said, considering SpaceX can launch at a cost only the PRC couldn't manage to afford to compete. SpaceX has such a tremendous competitive advantage that no one else truly could compete.
They can't. That is 110% correct.
Sarah, how are you? Sarah says, I haven't been on here for 2 months, so gotta ask, is the bathroom finished now?
It is close, I would say.
It's not finished, but
No,
is
it's
close.
not. It's not finished, but it's pretty. There's a lot done. Let's put it that way.
Keep hope alive, Sarah.
Keep hope alive.
It's going to be 2.5 years. We're almost there.
There's actually marble now on the tub.
Whoa.
Wow.
All right. Jay Gudmunder, what do you think of all the girls' flight with all the screaming? We just talked about that. Sorry, I'm trying to backtrack.
That's all right. Go ahead.
No one. Did you see the thing with Katy Perry? Yes. Hillbilly in Asia, see new DDR RAM 6 and motherboards coming out in October. DDR6 RAM 4 channel and double the speed of DDR5.
Yeah,
great.
that's going to be big. That's going to be big, especially when we see that in GPUs. It's going to be really big, especially for AI stuff, especially for me, like doing rendering, video rendering and stuff, processing. It's going to be nice.
Okay, Robbie, have they ever announced if Blue Origin will try to relaunch again?
Are you asking about Blue Origin, or are you asking about ULA with Jeff Bezos' Project Kuiper, 27 satellites? Which one? Either way, the answer is I don't know, because they don't know. That's honestly the answer. They don't know. I don't know.
Hello, Bajarn. It's been a long time from Greenland. How are you?
Thank you. You're back.
Yes. Hey, Mo. I see you.
Mo is here.
Dutch. So channel splitting is the absolute must?
Yeah, absolutely. It has to split, and it has to split without any problems. The splitting is the problem. I've used from $200, analog to digital to $600 analog to digital converters. It doesn't matter. It's a pipe wire internal thing. It's low level. It's a low level problem. I can always go and dump pipe wire completely and go and use, jacked with, audio pulse. Pulse. I don't want to go backwards. It's like taking 2 steps backwards to do a step forward. I don't want to do that. So I would like to see them fix it, but they haven't fixed it in like a year or so. So like I said, if you can write something, I would love to give it a test drive, see if it works.
Cool. Let's see. Are you touching me?
No, I got my cord that I'm not using.
Likely.
Are you touching me?
Spartan 1312. I like your wife. LMAO. She has good taste.
She's
Thank
all
you
right.
Very much. I mean, I must have good taste. You're here, right?
All right.
Jay Gudmunder, is the new Raptor 4 engine going to make a difference?
Big difference. Yep. A lot more power. There's a lot. There's a lot to the new engine. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. We haven't seen it yet, but they're doing a full, like, I think Block 3 or something. They just got the Block 2 that's failing, but they have a Block 3 in the works now, and there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with the second pad and all the rest of the stuff. They're really trying to move towards a day where they can actually launch and Mechazilla catch not just the Super Heavy, but also the Starship. And that's going to be a milestone, a mega milestone. That is going to be something big. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with it.
Let's see.
I am waiting.
Is this your account?
Nope.
Well, that's kind of weird.
It's
They are passengers, nothing more.
exactly right. They are passengers and nothing more.
Sarah said, what a waste of bloody money sending up women to space to have a kiss. Please give me a break. Exactly, Sarah.
It's pretty bad. It's bad.
Ricky Joe,
I don't
today
know.
I got a text that looked like it came from USPS, but when I clicked on the link, page popped up, AT&T active armor blocked a malicious website. Does that mean it was a scam?
Yes, it was a scam. There's a lot of them right now. There's scams on like toll roads or scams on USPS.
No, I've got a couple of those this week.
Yeah, there's scams on all sorts of things.
Yeah.
They're really hitting it hard right now.
I got,
So-
you know what I got too? It wasn't just the toll roads. It was something about taxes.
Yeah, taxes.
Yeah.
Because of course it's tax
Yeah.
season now in the US at least. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot for the next 2-3 months,
Mo said it is Disney space elevator ride for them.
Facts.
George, edited audio. Katie was saying, oh my goodness, during the flight astronaut. Let's see. Don, Richard Garriott paying $20 million to go to space to follow in the footsteps of his dad brings a lump to my throat. That was just a stupid stunt.
Yeah. For sure.
I think we did that one. Compute Trabajos Leticia. Hi, I hope you're doing very well this Holy Week. Do you think Jeff Bezos' internet has the same or better quality than Musk's internet?
Okay, so Jeff Bezos' internet has no quality because it has no satellites. So right now, Elon Musk has 7,135 satellites that are in operation. So 7,135. Jeff Bezos' Project Kuiper has 0. Not a single one. And I tried doing live coverage of the first launch through ULA. And it failed, right? It was due to weather or whatever. They weren't able to launch, and nothing. So yeah, to try to discern what the speeds of Project Kuiper will be is impossible because they don't exist. So they can state how fast things would be, but it really doesn't matter until they actually have a satellite on orbit. So they're going to launch 27 on a ULA rocket coming up in the not so distant future. I will cover it live. But as of right now, like I said, Jeff Bezos' Project Kuiper has 0 satellites. Elon Musk has 7,135 satellites, and that's where we stand. So they're just not even in the ballpark, and they won't be for years to come. So anything that you hear about Project Kuiper, just disregard it for at least a year. All right, at least a year.
All right.
I think that's pretty straight to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mo said, I learned brain I learned brain surgery on YouTube. Who's going to be my first victim?
Exactly.
Kevin said the NASCAR experience, that is so cool. Thorn, NASCAR bought out the Quarter Midget Racing Club. So
I didn't
now
know that.
my nieces are NASCAR drivers.
There you go. That's awesome. That's cool.
Yes. Let me see, you guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up here. And of course, this thing had to scroll like crazy.
It's normal.
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Hillbilly in Asia, would you go on a dragon in space for 2 days?
I don't know. I really don't know. I guess. I mean, it would be a cool ride. It would be neat to be able to go to like the ISS. But there's a lot involved with that. It's not like what they did, where they're like literally on the cusp of the atmosphere and space, like right on. It's not the same. You know, they're going up to the ISS. That's up there, just below, I guess, project. You know, like where Project Kuiper and SpaceX Starlink. So you know, it's a little bit lower. But the bottom line is here. I just don't know if I would want to do it. I think it would be a beautiful, awe-inspiring vision of this little blue planet and how small we are looking at it. If
so
you
you
think
wouldn't
about
go on a ride just to go around?
because that's just a ride. That would be just up and then back down like what they did. But what they're asking is going up to, like, for example, like the ISS or something, the International Space, right? And going there for 2 days and then coming back. I mean, we saw there was 2 astronauts that were supposed to go.
I don't know if I was like really trained to do it. I might
because
do
you
it.
need to be trained.
Yeah,
then.
like
that's
legit.
Not like,
that's not like you're going up for a little and coming back down.
No, you need to be trained at that
I still
point.
wouldn't call myself an astronaut. I would just be like, you know, a guest passenger that really had to learn how to.
See, I think that if you went to the ISS, I mean, that is like, I mean, there's a lot of training involved.
Of course.
And that's not like, I mean,
but I still don't
you're
think
still
I
not
would.
an astronaut
right,
like you
like
went
I wouldn't.
through, like
right,
a,
like
know.
I wouldn't consider myself an astronaut.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool to do. I just don't personally. I think I'd rather watch. I don't know. I'm not that. I don't know. I'm boring when it comes to that
He's
stuff.
so boring.
I would launch you up on a rocket. Would you go?
Joey,
would you go
on a rocket?
Yeah, up to the international.
If I was like properly trained and stuff, I would love to get on a fighter jet.
Now that's a different story. I would love that, like Top Gun, like this inverted.
Yeah. If I wouldn't probably puke my brains out.
I would love that. You know, hitting. Yeah, 8, 9.
Remember, I wanted to do a plane jump, and then we had kids, and you're like, yeah, no.
Just Peter Pan straight out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Hope that the chute opens.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
So, yeah.
And there's that.
There's that. So, Mo said, I wonder if these 6 chicks will have first contact. My head hurts.
God. Oh, man.
Oh, Todd Plattenberg. I feel the same, Todd.
What does Todd say?
Okay, sorry, longtime channel viewer. What's with the headphones? Laughing face.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you use those, but anyway, carry on. LOL. Thanks for the great info as always.
Yeah, so it's a good question.
Like, I feel like this is like old school.
Okay, so the headphones is basically, so if we were to go live with you and bring a guest on board, we would be able to hear them. That's number 1. Number 2, when we play a video like this wonderful Katy Perry video that we just watched, we can actually hear it and you can hear it. But if we played it through the speakers here in the studio, then you would hear an echo. You would hear 2 versions of it. So that's why we have to have like a headphone on if we're going to do that. So I want to do more of that. I want to start playing some more videos while you guys are here hanging out, and we can kind of watch stuff because I think it's fun. And that's why I said if there's any videos that you know of that you want to see that are just comical or whatever when it has to do with something with this or whatever, let me know. Put it into the chat. We'll take a look at them. It'd be cool to do.
Sarah said it was Jeff Bezos stroking his ego, showing, hey, this is what I do with 6 women when I'm bored.
This is what I do with 6 women. I just launch them into the edge of space and then bring them down.
Mo, I've stuck on one ride. Does it make me a parachuter?
Yeah. Yes, you are. You are a parachuter. Mm-hmm. We got stuck. When we first started dating, we got on a carnival ride. It was a Ferris wheel, and the damn thing, it started raining.
And we got stuck up there.
It's night. We started raining. It's cool. Very cold, actually. We get up to the very top, and the damn thing stops.
It's like our 2nd or 3rd date.
Yeah, and we're stuck up there. We're like, hey, what do you guys do?
You know what? I should have known then, because every time we have gone to do anything fun, anything Joe stuff always breaks down, and everyone has to wait for Joe. We all have to stop.
But if we were on different cars, right, on different baskets, let's say, your basket would have been at the bottom. Mine would have been at the top, and I
you
would have been stuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's you.
You would have got off. You're like, yeah, just leave them there.
Yeah. That's your horse. We've gone horseback riding.
It doesn't matter what it is. Little boats.
Go-karts.
Go-kart. Go-kart I'm going to talk about. You almost killed me.
He's just lame. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Once again, if you guys have any questions, put in at JCristina.
Ricky Joe, I got a text. Oh no, I just read that. Why is it like doing that weird thing?
Don't ask the same questions. I'm
not trying to. Arnold, I do cheap on workstations, usually no more than 64 gigs RAM and 14 cores.
Okay.
Our GSD rules, house of bathroom, still working on it.
Absolutely,
Almost
it's getting
done.
there. Almost done.
Real life with Adrian and Ruth. How are you guys?
How are you guys?
Feels like forever. It does. Happy that you guys are here. Happy Easter.
Glad you're here. Happy Easter.
Let's see. Mo said, curse you, autocorrect. You have become my foe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Autocorrect is just...
Don said, have you covered the breakthrough in quantum computing that Microsoft made?
Yes, I have not. That's going to be coming up next week. I'm going to be talking about that next week, which I'm really excited about. It was pretty interesting what is going on over there with this whole quantum stuff. And anyways, yeah, well, I'm not going to get too deep into it. Also, next week, you're going to hear me talk about SpaceX Starlink's Generation 4 router. I give a full breakdown of that, a really detailed breakdown. That's currently in edit. Also, in edit is my take, or I guess my discussion about the Apple iPhone that absolutely can't be made in the U.S. That all of the mainstream media have been, propagating that narrative for some time now, saying that it's absolutely possible and it's comical and it's just it can never happen. And it's a pipe dream, so to speak, of Trump to be able to have Apple make the Apple iPhone in the U.S., which is, anyways. So I do an article about that next week also. So hang tight for those. There's a couple of them in the can that you guys are going to see.
83 Jeep, Starship Catch, Flight 11.
Flight 11 could be. It's possible. I even predicted 10, but... lately, I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. They're doing a lot of work on that second pad, so we will see. We will see. It's possible. Flight 11 is a possibility. I said it's going to be either 10, maybe possibly 11. So we'll see. We'll see.
Mike Lee, are you talking about Raptor 3, or is there a new Raptor 4 that I have not heard about?
Yeah, Raptor 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
John Ways, the only way to deal with this is Johan Weiss. The only way to deal with this is Elon needs you to know for the IQ of a poor child, at least there would be some improvement of the offspring.
Imagine.
Hillbilly in Asia, the next gen GPUs likely arriving in June 2025 with GDDR7.
Yeah, for $1 million a piece.
Ricky Joe, fun fact, did you know Dodge Avengers have plastic radiators instead of the metal ones? Probably because it's a 2014 car. No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but I wouldn't doubt it. I've seen some stupid shit in cars lately. When you look at it, you don't even, I don't know. I've always been a car guy, and some of the stuff that I've seen, they just do stuff that's just whack. And it's almost like they do it to make it break. It's almost planned obsolescence. It's what it feels like, because it's just ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, that's a whole car channel discussion.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, see, it just scrolled. It jumped.
Excellent. It is scrolling.
It just did that crazy.
If you guys have a question, put in at JCristina before your question.
Soon.
At JCristina. Yeah, we'll just hang out for like another 10 minutes or so. We're gonna do a short one. Obviously, it's Good Friday, and a lot of you guys have things to do with the family and whatnot. So
Jeff should rethink.
Any questions? Put them in there now, quick.
And put at JCristina.
Yeah, at JCristina.
Jeff should rethink fiber optics with Aero and constellation satellites as a business that will eventually fail.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to end up happening. You know what I can see for a future, and I've said this before. I do think that Elon Musk, SpaceX, will end up being the future of an internet, and a possibility of an internet 2. So you have like your main internet, and then you have like almost like the dark web. They could do that. People just don't understand it, but they can definitely do that, make a secondary internet. So that could happen, but you need to be able to, on orbit, put NOCs or network operations centers, these massive satellites that are doing all that operation. The cooling of the chips isn't a problem because it's really cold in space. The problem that we're going to see is the power, because the amount of power consumption when it comes to that type of thing in a network operations center or a CO, like a central office or something, it's a lot. It's a lot of power. And the solar array would have to be massive. And I think that's where the problem comes in. They might end up having to use nuclear for that. And they could, and that would also work. But that's going to get into a whole nother thing. So anyways, that's one of the things that I see. Shannon, thank you so much for these memberships. Hold on. You want to read the 10? Because there's 10 people that just got a free membership. If you got a free membership from Shannon, please say thank you.
Yes.
Please say thank you.
Petramundo Florin, Mr. Memetic, Alan, Skydive 004,
I like it.
Skyber, Brian, Gimso Net, Ted, and Michelle.
Excellent.
If you received these, please give Shannon a shout out.
Yes.
So yeah.
Appreciate you, Shannon. Thank you for everything
Kicking
that you
off
do.
Our Friday nights all the time.
Yes.
Let me see. I'm trying to backtrack because it jumped around, you guys. It does this thing, and
If I see one, I will jump in it too.
Dronkioki, have you ever tried the DJI clip on mics?
DJI, I have not. The thing is we're not having a problem with the mics. We're having a problem with the analog to digital interface. That's where the problem lies. So it's just something that we just need to work out. I have a Tascam, a 4x4. It's called a US-4x4 HR that I'm currently using. And it works really well dividing the channels properly in comparison to the other three. You can go back to a past video. I talked about them that didn't work at all. So this does a better job, but sometimes it will do this choppy thing that even though I'm looking at it in OBS and I can see the waveform and I look at it, it looks clean, it still has that choppiness that you're not seeing, which is just bizarre. And it's just one of those things that, pipe wire, the internal, anyways, I don't want to get into it. The bottom line is a problem. It's not necessarily the mics, it's the interface, the audio interface.
Okay. Hold on.
Questions, lots of questions.
But some of them aren't highlighted, so I'm kind of like,
Samson's latest. This is from Hillbilly, I guess. What does it says? Samsung's latest 37 gigabit invention, when paired with a 384-bit bus. All right, there's 125. Yeah, that sounds like it would be pretty nasty. Actually, I would like to see that. That's with almost 2 terabytes. I mean that's a ton for GPU and stuff. So yeah, there's what I think is absolutely fascinating is that Elon Musk's Grok, for example, has like over 200,000 GPUs in their cluster. 200,000. That's almost 250,000 graphics cards, basically, right? GPUs, let's call them. That's so crazy. That's what runs Grok. Yeah. Could you imagine that?
No.
And they're adding another 100,000 as we speak. So
wild.
Kind of nuts.
Yes.
AI on crack.
Michael Hari, have you heard anything about Telesat Lightspeed?
Telesat Lightspeed? I have not.
Yeah. Don, I wish I hadn't heard of that video. Yeah. Ricky man. Joe, them sort of look similar to the IEMs that music artists use when they're singing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what they
cord.
are.
It's the cord that just...
Well, see, normally this cord, I threw them on real quick. Normally these cords go back here. So they're like back here. Oh. And then they get tucked in,
Gotcha.
Behind your back. That's how these cords supposed to be. But we were in a rush when we came on. So anyways, that's how it is. It's supposed to be back there, and the feed's supposed to run behind you, this deal. Anyways. So
Spartan said, depending on your level of adventure, I can think of some fun ideas for being stuck with your girl at the top of a Ferris wheel.
yes, not a bad idea, not a bad place to be.
Not
right?
this Ferris wheel. This was ghetto. It was.
Yeah, it was. Like I said,
We
they
were like holding on for dear life and scared that that little bar. It wasn't even like. It's not like now, you know. It's
No,
like
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
just
this
like
is
break off.
There was literally a crackhead that had about 4 teeth that was controlling the brake arm, and he was like laughing at the same time. It was like it was literally
But
like
we're
a
the
horse,
assholes who got on.
and we're up there, and he's like, I don't know, he's doing a bong, I don't like piping like some crack, and he's doing that with the brakes,
They didn't
and then
have-
finally it got stuck. I don't know, he done something with the brakes, and we were up there. So
Yeah, and it was raining.
and it was
cold.
raining, and it was cold.
Great.
So yeah.
Mo said, Kevin Shannon, when the bathroom is done, what are you guys going to talk about?
Exactly.
I
It's
don't know.
exactly. Don't worry. She'll break some other shit so that I can fix it. Don't worry. Hang in there. All right.
I mean,
that
he's
will come.
taken almost 3 years for this
Yes.
bathroom. We still have baseboards to replace. We have so many other things to do.
Yeah.
It's
You know, when you have a house, you've been in the house for 20 plus years, there's going to be stuff that's breaking, and you
yeah,
have
but
to
if you
constantly
don't
fix
actually
it.
get it done in a
just
timely
never happens.
fashion, then you know.
Yeah.
I'll be needing to install those metal rails by the time you get done.
I should have done that in the bathrooms for
Yeah,
you.
for
I
you.
put the rails, so
Yeah, you need them now. That's where you're at.
appreciate it.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. I'm here for you.
I know you are.
Mo said, have you driven an EV and your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I haven't driven one personally, but we've taken a lot of Ubers, and they were these Teslas, especially like the dual motor Teslas, are fast as
So
hell.
I do have a comment about why is it, and maybe it's just me, every single time I am stuck behind a Tesla, they drive.
They're not driving.
Yeah, it's like it's like I can't even stand it. I have to get out from behind them because it's like this: go fast, go slow, go fast. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Give it gas and go.
I personally like when you pull up next to them and they're like this,
I can't.
sitting back. I'm like, bro, you're just hanging out here. All right, I'm trying to get to like point A to point B. You're like hanging out, and you're like, I don't know, doing your email or something, which I think is cool and all. But yeah, I mean, as far what do I feel about it? I feel like they're like just massive golf carts, and I love the speed.
I think
I
it's
love the
cool,
snappiness of them.
but-
If I was to only use that vehicle in city, I think it is awesome, absolutely awesome. And I think that, like I said, the power is sick. I mean, it's literally like on-off power, and I mean, they're faster than gassers without a question. Most of them out there, you get like a Tesla Plaid or something, and it's sub like 1.6 seconds to like 60. Some crazy. So the bottom line is I think they're awesome, but for certain things, like I wouldn't drive like to another state with them and then sit there and constantly worry about where am I going to charge this damn thing up.
Let's see. You read this one about Samsung's
Yeah, go ahead,
latest.
next
Okay, Kevin Thiel. That's for at Mo. But he said we will have to get more details in JC's carnival mishap since the bathroom is almost done.
Exactly. We'll go more into the carnival stories.
Yes. 83 Jeep. SpaceX published spaceship catch attempt flight 11.
I cannot wait for the next Starship. I don't. My original thought was it was going to go this month, before like at the end of this month, but it might be the beginning of next. So we'll see what ends up happening. There's some thoughts here and there, but I don't know. Shannon put in some links in here. What do we got? Here?
Super chat. A few links to close out the show.
I'll have to put them over here into the other in the other window. We'll definitely do that.
Let's see. Colin Kaiser Raspberry Pi cast.
Yes. I love the Raspberry Pi. I mean, that's what the Raspberry Pi is. What's running right now? Everything that we're doing, all of the router is a Raspberry Pi.
Okay, Arnold Smith. I'm rerouting my modular. Have to get some done. Rain tomorrow. Hillbilly in Asia 2025 GMC Sierra EV. Would you drive and own one. Get 460 miles to a charge.
I mean, I think it's amazing, really. I mean, it's pretty good if you think about it. It's pretty good. So, it's always about, can you get it recharged? Can you do it? And it just depends.
You guys, I think it's cool, but I'm just a gas girl. I just
There you go.
don't. Okay, so I rented this car because I needed it for work, and it's a Dodge. What is it? A Dodge.
It's
Durango.
a Durango.
And it is badass. It has a Hemi. This thing has pickup like no other. It's a 2022, right? But I get in the seat and like it adjusts itself, and it's like I don't have time for that. I need to get in my seat, leave it alone, don't touch it. I've got things to do. I gotta put it in drive. I gotta go.
You put it in reverse, and then the mirrors.
So
point
yeah,
at
so
the
then I go
floor,
and I put it in
just-
reverse, and it's a 2022. So the backup camera is just the camera. It doesn't have the little lines or whatever. But again, I'm old school. I want to turn around. I want to see. This thing has so many blind spots. That's annoying.
Yeah.
And then the rear view mirrors, they like turn to the ground every time I put the car in like, why are you moving my rear view mirrors? I didn't ask you to move them. I don't need you to move them. I can see just fine. That's why
just the
my
way
head
it
moves
is.
around. That's why I move no. Do not control my car. I will control my car. That's just me.
Yeah, I still like the gas, but I mean, I'm not opposed to EVs.
And it's more
I'm
shit
not
for it to
opposed.
break so
Well,
that you
yeah,
can
I
go
mean,
and pay more. And then they'll
true.
tell you, oh, it's not available. We don't have the chip for it. It's going to take 3 years.
God, the chip.
Anyways, I ranted.
Yeah.
So, memorable places. Silly question, but does having a ground station for Starlink closer to you result in any better service, speed, or other positive implications?
So that's a good question. A lot of people believe that having a ground station nearby is going to give you faster speeds. And I did the mathematics on it. And the bottom line is, I'll give you an example. I had a point of presence, or my POP, was, in Georgia. And then I have a point of presence here in Miami. Did that distance, 70 miles compared to 700 miles, okay? Did that distance change the speed? When you do the math on it, it's like literally like 0.1% or something. It's such a small percentage because it's going through fiber anyways. It doesn't make that much of a difference. Now, the other side to that is if you have a ground station that comes up near you, chances are it's going to be a fresh new ground station and there's going to be less congestion. And that's why a lot of people that experience really good speeds after either getting a POP, a point of presence close to them, or a ground station close to them, the reason they are finding those speeds to be better latency, lower latency, and better speeds, the reason being is because there's less congestion, not because they're closer. So I hope that helps.
Doug Jones said, cheers, look up, my
Cheers.
drone is above the house. Okay. Life and death. Hey. Hiya, Fabiola. Drove a Rivian RS1 today. I didn't take it home, but I'd let it sleep in a warm corner next to the stove if it asked. Still needs 45 minutes at a supercharger for 80% charge. That's a long time.
Yeah, I mean, when you fill up and it takes you 2 minutes compared to 45 minutes,
Yeah.
I mean, and then that's where it comes to the point that when you use an EV and you're going on a trip, let's say, you are having to make a effort to go from charger to charger to charger. And then what happens sometimes is you get to a charger that's on your list, and now that charger doesn't work, let's say. Or all the chargers work besides the one that's for the Tesla. You got the other ones, they're fine. Or whatever the case is, now you have to find another one. Now you're looking at your screen and it says 25% left. And now you're like, okay, let me get to the next one. Let's hope the next one, the charger is actually working. Because if it's not, you're pretty much screwed. And the last time we went on a trip, where did we go? We went up to Jacksonville. We saw multiple Teslas stuck on the road on I-95 or the Turnpike, either one, I-95 or the Turnpike. chances are they weren't broke down. Chances are they were out of fuel. They were out of battery. So, it's just something that you have to be very aware of when you're using a EV in comparison to gas. I mean, gas, you just go anywhere, you fill it up, and you just keep going. So.
Also, it rains a lot in Florida, and like hurricanes, and sometimes there's flooding. Like if you go to Miami, my God, and like the thought of having to deal with that, like I would again rather have a gas car, like 4x4, like in Florida. Like I just feel secure. I can go. If I have to make a U-turn on the turnpike, hell, if I have to make a U-turn to get to my house because there's accidents and they close the roads down or whatever, I will just go over the median. I will go over curbs. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But we're finishing up here.
Spartan, I did not quit Linux. We're still using Linux right now. We're still using it. Nothing is bad. The only problem that I've had with Linux so far in the last 7 months or whatever it is that I've been using Linux, I haven't put Windows back in. The only problem that I've had is with an audio issue, and that is a low-level audio issue that I'm still trying to figure out. Matter of fact, Linux is trying to come up with a workaround program for us right now, which I would love to demo. But yeah, that's the only problem that I've had, and it works so much better than Windows. I just can't even explain it. You turn it on, you're working, and it never crashes. There's never a problem. So yeah, I just haven't had a problem with it. So yeah, I'm still using Linux.
Jay Gunmunder, are you getting new chicks for the chicken coop?
No more
We're gonna take a break.
Chicks. Yeah, we're gonna take a chick break.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah,
because honestly, like, it's not that they take a lot of work, but still, and then like, like you have other wild animals. You gotta
and our son is getting older,
and he doesn't want to be bothered.
He doesn't want to be bothered as much.
And
he's getting,
right now, Joe and I are like, we're just like on super career work mode all the time. So I think we will probably take a chicken break. Maybe later on.
We'll you were gone for the whole week.
Yeah, I was gone
she just
from
got back
Friday until today, and I was supposed to be home earlier, and of course that didn't work out. And
that's what happened. So yeah,
I'm just tired.
You know what? Before we get any questions, Shannon.
We're almost done.
Okay, hold on. Shannon put these couple of videos in here.
The links.
Yeah, let me see if we can put these in here.
Thanks,
Will they
Shannon.
work? Let me see. Maybe here. Yes. Let me see. Will this work? I think it should. Let me see. Hold on, people.
Oh, he did say one of them, music warning.
Is it a music warning?
Yeah, look, right?
Oh, God. No, that's all right. We'll demonetize it, whatever.
Good Lord.
Let me see. Is it playing? I don't even hear it.
I don't hear it.
Oh.
Maybe they hear it. Do you guys hear it?
Let me see.
Oh, I hear it now.
Oh, God. I cannot play that. I can't play that. Hold on. Let me see what they're doing in this one. Hold on. Hold on, people. Yeah.
You're feeling the love when you come down, for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine.
Hold on. I think she says the divine feminine. Hold on.
Divine feminine right now.
By the way, you're such a badass. I love that the month of April, you're like.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see this one here. No. Let me see. Can we play this?
And flowers for me, I believe, are like God's laughter and God's smile. And I brought a daisy because I have so much love for my daughter Daisy, and I have so much love.
So much love, guys. So much love. Let me see.
So much love.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. Anyways, yeah, the other ones have the music. We're not going to put the music in there because if I do, that will be the end of it. They will just, YouTube will lose it, and I'll end up with like a strike.
Shannon said I didn't send you that.
Yeah, no, I know. I previewed the other one.
He's like, I did not do that.
You did.
You guys, please don't forget to share, subscribe.
Do all those
comment,
things.
Confess.
You can confess.
Thumbs down, thumbs up, shit emojis, bananas.
Gotta love
the things.
Gotta love the poop emojis.
I'm really tired today. I'm like,
what is that? 83 Jeep says, been on kernel 6.11 for 3 months. Works great. Yep. Yeah, we're on the latest kernel also. No problems here at all. What do you think about the Bahamas put SpaceX on hold? Yeah, because they're stupid, Chris. They're stupid. I don't know what else to say. They're just stupid.
Where did my shit go?
I don't know. You're gone. So I'm just going to carry us out. We're going to carry us out. Copyright. Yeah, that's the problem, Spartan. It just, for some reason, I don't know. But they just... It's not like TikTok. It's not like, Instagram or something. You can put in music. You do any music, anything, it's immediate copyright infringement. And they will even tell you the exact second that you played the beats of whatever song it is. Their algorithm, their AI is sitting there continuously and listening. Shannon, what does Shannon say here? I've been using Mint. Yes, you have. I heard. I love it. For a couple of weeks now on a separate machine. I made a second user, okay, David, I am okay. When I get the error again, I will email it. Yes, let me know what that error is. I have not had an error, but yes, let me see what that error is. Maybe it's something that I know how to kind of work around, Shannon, for sure. Definitely email that over.
Where's my chat?
Well, let's see.
Whatever. This is
Where are you?
I don't know. Where are you? I'm here.
You are here. Let's see.
All right, never mind.
Let's
Whatever.
do this.
I can't.
There you go. And then we go live, and then there you are. And you should be back in there.
Where the hell did it go? Like how?
I don't know.
Why?
YouTube does this thing. It will literally close the chats. It will just rip stuff all over the place. I don't know. It's literally like, as a content creator using YouTube, it's kind of like bootstrapped everything with Scotch tape. And then like all of a sudden the glue comes undone, and then you're like Scotch taping something else, and something else breaks, and then you go back. It's just it's a hell of horseshit.
All right,
but
you
it
guys.
is what it is. So anyways, listen guys, there is a lot that's going to be going on next week. So definitely watch Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like I told you guys earlier, I did bring in a editor. So that should help out a lot for me to be able to get more content out to you guys quicker and easier. So I do have a couple that are in the can right now. So watch for Monday, Tuesday going forward. I should be able to put out, I want to say a good 3, 4, maybe 5, even more videos per week coming up. So that's my goal. Just keep the content coming. And if there's anything that you guys want to know, since you're here on Fridays, just ask me. And matter of fact, as we're closing up tonight, I'll stay in there, even though I'll shut the stream down. We'll just leave it still going, so the chat will still be going. If there's any questions that you have that you want, or let's say a video that you're interested in, if it's something that I can work on, put it in there in the chat, and I'll definitely write it down. And if it's something that a lot of people would be interested in, I'll do it for sure. So anyways, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Shannon, thank you for all that you do.
Yes.
All the super chats out
Thank
there.
you, Mo,
appreciate that, Mo.
Kevin,
everybody.
Robbie, happy Easter to everyone.
Yes, happy Easter.
Have a good restful night tonight. Have a good restful weekend. Enjoy your family.
And we'll get this
Eat
audio all kind of worked out.
Yeah, Joe's got me all wired up. I feel like strange.
Just strange. It's strange.
I'm
Maybe
tired.
just put you know what I'm going to do?
Can
We're
I
going
just
to make
have
it
my
easy.
own mic or something?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this super easy. I'm going to get like an RE20, right, which is a radio mic that I have that I used to use all the time when we did the radio stuff, and I'm going to put it on a stand right there,
that's fine.
right in between us, and we're just going to talk.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the end of it. And we're not going to worry about all of the audio nonsense. We're still going to need headphones so that we can do any of the audio and talking to you guys. But that's it. And we're not going to have to worry about it at all. What do you guys think?
Oh, my God.
Anyways, thank you so much for being
Thanks,
here.
guys.
Really appreciate
Mo, feel
you.
better. Thank you.
Yes, feel better. And we will see you on Monday. I might have a video out for you this weekend, but if not, I'll hold it for Monday. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Blessings, guys. Once again, happy Easter.
Yes.
We'll see you soon.
Have a good night.
Take care, guys. Good night.